The phone never rang in Moscow unless someone was already bleeding. My handler slid it across the table, an encrypted line, voice scrambled. A woman answered, calm, professional, a school nurse. Her words dripped into me like acid. Your son has a concussion and a broken rib. I didn't breathe. Then I heard it, his voice, small, choking. My stepdad did this. He said, my real dad was a coward. Silence. The sound of my own pulse in my ears. My handler's face shifted. No sympathy, no hesitation. Just steel. Burn your passport. A diplomatic jet is waiting. Go erase this problem. He left the line open, but I didn't respond. I only listened to the static. The weight of years collapsing in one moment. I had walked into safe houses in Prague, dead drops in Berlin, black rooms in Warsaw, always steady. But that voice cracked me. Coward. The word tasted like rust in my mouth. I replayed the last conversation with my wife. Her voice had been distant, sharp in places she used to be soft. The way she said, he's been good with your son. Not our son, your son. A blade slipped beneath the words, and I had been too far away to feel the cut. Now it bled. I thought of the stepfather, a man she once called just a friend, a colleague, someone harmless. I'd trusted that smile, the same smile now hiding bruises on my son's ribs. Every mission I had run was built on precision, surveillance, patience, patterns. And now I realized I had missed the most important mission of all. Not Moscow, not Tehran, not Havana, my own home. I felt the walls of the safe house closing around me. Cold brick, steel shutters, cameras humming. I had always known betrayal, from double agents, from informants who sold secrets for cash. But betrayal in your own house, it moves quieter. And when it shows itself, it is already too late. I came home without a word, no announcement, no warning. My passport burned in a sink in Sheremetyevo's back corridor. The jet touched down in Virginia before dawn. I walked into my son's room first. The boy was asleep, face swollen, taped ribs rising and falling. He twitched when I touched his hair. I withdrew my hand. I couldn't let him wake to fear, not mine, not anyone's. Downstairs, the house looked staged. Her perfume lingered too long. Wine glasses by the sink, only one lipstick mark. The small details that whispered louder than confession. I didn't confront her. I observed. Phone records, bank statements, a quiet request to a friend in signals intelligence. Patterns formed. Late-night texts, calls routed through disposable numbers, and photographs. Always the photographs. She never smiled for me like that anymore. I played the role of the returning husband. Polite, detached. I let her think I was tired, distracted. But inside, I measured every lie, each silence, each glance toward the door when he wasn't there, each time she pressed her phone face down on the table. She thought she was clever, but I was trained to notice what people wanted to hide. And what she hid was not love, it was contempt. The envelope came on a Monday morning. DNA results. Official. Irrefutable. My son was mine. But the second test, her affair with the stepfather, that was undeniable. Hotel receipts matched the dates. GPS pings traced their movements. Together. While I was oceans away, buried in shadows, serving a country that never served me back. I didn't rage, I didn't tremble, I waited until evening. She poured wine, smiled, asked about Moscow as if it were a business trip. I slid the envelope across the table. She opened it, her lips parted. Color drained from her face. Where did you get this?" her voice broke. I didn't answer, I didn't need to. She started to cry, apologies, excuses, fragments of words. Her hands shook so hard the glass fell, red wine bleeding across the table like an opened artery. I watched it spread, silent. I didn't shout, I didn't strike. I simply leaned forward. He called me a coward. Her eyes flickered, fear, guilt, recognition. The realization that her secret had cut deeper than she intended. I let the silence stretch until it strangled her. Then I stood. You wanted him to raise my son, teach him strength. I paused. Now he'll learn fear instead. The right kind. I left the report on the table, pages soaked in spilled wine. A scar she could never scrub away. The stepfather would know soon enough. One look from me, one quiet message delivered at his workplace, and he'd understand that shadows move closer than he ever dreamed. His fear would do the work. No fists, no weapons, just the knowledge of what I was capable of. And her? She would live with the silence, the absence, the certainty that I had seen everything. I stood over my son's bed one last time. He stirred, whispered my name in his sleep. I almost answered, but the word stayed in my throat. Some truths crush innocence, and some men must remain ghosts in their children's eyes. I packed nothing, left the house like I had left so many safe houses before, quiet, invisible, final. The night air was sharp, cutting clean through me. For the first time in years, I felt weightless. Betrayal had tried to break me. Instead, it had burned away everything unnecessary. Now only clarity remained. I was no coward. I was the lesson.